Hollandaise, the queen of sauces. Hollandaise, of course, is one of the classic French mother sauces. It's a base for a number of other sauces, such as bearnaise, choron, and maltaise, to name a few. But it's also incredibly delicious on its own. So today we're going to show you how to make the perfect hollandaise sauce. Let's begin. So get a small, thick-bottomed pan, a couple of tablespoons of white wine vinegar. Today we're going to use 2 egg yolks, and I'm going to add about a tablespoon of cold water, and I'm whisking on high heat at this point. So at this point you want to whisk vigorously. You want to get as much air trapped in the sauce as possible. So now I'm going to turn the heat down. So this is very important. We want a zabaion consistency. We want our eggs lightly cooked before we add our clarified butter. So you want to keep whisking, keep making this nice and fluffy. In culinary school, I show you how to make this on a double boiler, which you can. But if you go to any decent French restaurant, you'll see the saucier making this in a small pot directly on the heat like this. So if you look closely, you can see the sauce is thickening up. It's also important that you have a thick saucepan like this. It doesn't need to be copper necessarily, but if you try making this with a thin-walled pan, thin-bottomed pan, you're going to end up with some scrambled eggs. So now that we've reached our zabaion consistency, our eggs are lightly cooked and fluffy, we're going to start adding some clarified butter little by little here. So I've actually turned the heat off for the moment. My egg yolks are where I want them to be. The clarified butter is at room temperature, so this is actually a ideal temperature for both things. So recipes vary on how much egg yolk to clarified butter you should use. And I find around 2 egg yolks to about a cup of clarified butter usually yields a nice result. So we're just about there. It's important to taste and season after the sauce is cooked, and maybe add a tiny bit of lemon juice if you need a bit more acidity. It's best to serve this sauce right away, but it is possible to keep the sauce on hold until everything else you're cooking is ready. Just make sure that you keep it in a warm space, not too hot, not too cold, otherwise the sauce will separate. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to see further recipes and techniques, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them in the comment section, and I'll be happy to respond. Happy cooking!